Hey everyone, just wanted to come on here and talk a little bit about personal identity. Personal identity of people that are immigrants or from immigrant backgrounds, maybe one or two generations, migrated here one or two generations ago. So, some of the issues that I faced as I came here in second grade, I was in Jersey, in Nutley, New Jersey, and I was one of two brown kids. There was an Indian girl, and there was myself. And the school didn't even know what to do with me. I couldn't speak English. We had barely just started learning English in Pakistan in the first grade, like barely. And all they knew to do was just pair me up with this Indian girl and me follow. I would just follow her around. We had the exact same schedule so that I could just be in every single one of her classes, which was extremely embarrassing for her. She knew English very well. She knew Hindi, and so that's how she would communicate with me and explain everything to me. But imagine in second grade, I don't know how old I was, 6, 7. We were paired up. This boy and this girl are paired up, and they're the only brown kids in the entire school. It was extremely embarrassing for her. I could tell it was. I wasn't emotionally aware to even know what to say to her or do, and I felt secondhand embarrassment for her, but also embarrassing for myself. It was a struggle. Elementary school was a struggle because then we moved schools, and then I was the only non-white kid from third grade until fifth grade. But it took me less than a year to learn English. It was very easy. And I was fine. But even then, there was a little bit of a struggle. You'd face a little bit of racism, and kids are just mean. And just imagine, if you can imagine being the only person of your kind in a sea of the same kind of people. They weren't kind to me, and it definitely did teach me to have a really thick skin straight from elementary school. I probably wouldn't wish that upon anyone, but it did make me very strong. Then we moved to Texas. Here, there was a few more brown people. When I say brown, I mean Indian, Pakistani. And maybe there was 5 of us in high school, 0 in middle school. And, no, there was like 2 or 3. There was like Bengalis. There was some Pakis, some Indians. Very few in middle school. High school, about 5. But what was weird was some of them wouldn't even want to be recognized as Indian or Pakistani. They would pretend to be Hispanic, or they would pretend to be Persian. And I never got that because I was very prideful in my ancestry. And, we weren't even allowed to speak English in our home because my mom didn't want us to lose our language. And it helped. I was bilingual for a long time, and then now I'm almost trilingual. I maybe know about 50, 60% Spanish, conversational Spanish, enough to get by. Drop me anywhere in Latin America, and I can definitely make my way around. So that's a bonus for being an immigrant. You kind of get some language skills. So the reason I'm even telling you all this is because I want to make sure that the youth of this next generation that might be facing some of the same things just know that these are also our strengths. These are not just weaknesses. These are not weaknesses. These are strengths, because I got name recognition. My name was always unique, so it was always on everybody's mind. Like, people recognize my name. People recognize my face. I'm very unique looking as compared to all the other non-brown Pakistani Indian people. And since there was very few of us, I was always recognized. That helped me in the military, although I faced some racism as well. Even in the military, I did extremely well on obstacle courses, on training, in boot camp, on weapons qualifications. And so I was even labeled terrorist at times, like, oh, you must be a terrorist, you must be a spy, da-da-da. These type of ignorant racist comments, they were nonstop. Even in my deployments, I faced strange, like closed-minded view racism from you know, ignorant people in the infantry, or obviously the lesser educated soldiers were the ones that were mostly racist. But then there was also, people that I directly served with day after day, and they found themselves making racist posts and comments about Pakistanis or Muslims in general. And I was just, it becomes heartbreaking, and you start to feel very alone when so many people are just constantly being racist for no reason. Like, you don't give anybody I didn't give anybody a reason to be racist to me in boot camp or Afghanistan. I didn't fit any of the stereotypical views, but people still continue to act that way, and it's weird. It's just it has a lot to do with their upbringing and a lot to do with their own self-worth. So a lot of times people will cut you down because they themselves don't feel good about themselves, or they're jealous of something that you might have. But know that this individuality of your culture is very important to you. So keep that safe. Pass that on to your kids. I'm trying very hard to get my kids to learn Urdu, Hindi. But it's a struggle. It's a goal. Hopefully, maybe it'll come true. As of right now, they're only speaking English, and my kids are 10 and 5. So the struggle is real, but keep it going. And maybe, I thought I would put this video out so that maybe it might help somebody that's a younger person in these newer generations that might be feeling the same thing. Don't let go of your identity. Don't let go of your religion. Don't let go of your culture. That's what makes America great, is the mix of culture, and it's a benefit to you. If you know another language, you're definitely going to do better in business, because not only are you tapping into the English-speaking market, but also the market that speaks your own specific language, whether it's Spanish or Urdu or Hindi or Persian or Arabic. Keep that, because it's a benefit. It can only be a benefit. And don't let it go. Just embrace it, and don't pretend to be somebody you're not. So hopefully this helps. And if you experience some of the same, or if you want to continue this conversation, drop some comments down below, and let's discuss. Maybe I'll make a follow-up video. So I hope you liked it, and hope this inspired somebody to bring their self-esteem up about just being different. It's okay to be different. Take care.